Ooh, and if your smile needs a little bit of help in the form of a root canal, you don't have to become afraid as soon as you hear those words. Here to tell us why a root canal is really not a big deal, Dr. Catherine Muldoon from Konikoff Dentistry in Virginia Beach. It's a tough sell for you this morning, because when people hear root canal, they're going to think of, you know, dentistry of years gone by where, you know, it was kind of a scary thing. So what new techniques have happened to the point where you can say you don't have to sweat it if the dentist says that's what you need?
You know, quite frankly, the technique isn't much different. There are some new electronic things that make root canals go faster, but I think the old adage that root canals are scary comes from the fact that people associate the pain that they have from a dental infection with the procedure to treat the infection. And so people have this stereotype with root canals, and they're afraid of them, but it's really not any different than a filling that's just on the inside of your tooth. You're numb just the same.
So let's talk then about the time, you know, because I've had a couple, and what I remember is not so much pain, but just that it was a lengthy process. And you heard me say over there, I was grateful for the opportunity to put my feet up for that that amount of time. But when people are coming in for a root canal, what exactly should they expect in terms of, you know, how long they'll be there and the sights and sounds and things like that?
You know, it really depends on the tooth. But I would say expect the same thing as a filling. The only difference I say is we use what's called a rubber dam that goes over the mouth. It keeps the bacteria from inside the mouth from getting inside the tooth. And it can take anywhere from an hour to a couple visits. And so I say just, you know, sit back, relax, and as long as you feel comfortable with the dentist and you trust them, then it should go fine. So
you said, you know, there are medications to make you numb so you won't really feel anything. Okay. If people are, though, just dead set against, I never want to have a root canal, well, then what do you recommend for them in terms of not neglecting their dental hygiene?
I'd say it's easy to, you know, catch the cavities, nip them in the bud. As long as you're going for your regular checkups and you take care of your teeth, many times we can avoid a root canal for your whole life. Sometimes people have trauma on their teeth, though. So, for example, someone might have a tooth in the front that's darker, and they don't even know that they need a root canal. So in some cases, root canals can happen even though you are taking good care of your teeth.
That's a very good point. That's a good point. I didn't mean to make it sound like if you need a root canal, it's because you didn't brush. That's a very good point about injuries or things like that that need to be repaired. But if you're in pain out there, don't stay that way. If you want more information about your cosmetic options for your smile or your dental hygiene, regular cleanings and things like that, you can contact our experts on your side, Konikoff Dentistry, with locations across Hampton Roads. You can call 1-800-SMILE-99 or log on to www.konikoffsmile.com for the office nearest you. Thanks so much, Doctor.
Thank you for having me.